Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Starmade. In today's episode I want to go after something I should have done a long time ago. Since so many updates we already have this feature, namely the Shipyard. In total, this space station is going to have 2 shipyards. We are going to build the smaller of the 2 today. The size of the smaller one is gonna be approximately the size of the hangar together with this towerish building. I would like to make the entrance right here. Obviously we're gonna need some kind of a control room and maybe also an observation platform. And this will allow us to spawn in small to medium-sized ships. Then once we do have all the materials for thousands upon thousands of modules, I will also be going after a large shipyard. Now we will not be able to build things like the mothership, I mean that would require an immense shipyard. But we will be able to build really big ships in creative mode. Well, at least the building process is going to be in creative mode, and other than that of course we will still have to organize the materials. But that's the cool thing about the shipyard. So if you don't know about this feature just yet, you are in for a treat. And if you know about the feature, you can now calm down, we are finally gonna do it. Alright, so I believe the thingy-majingies are made in the standard factory, so if we type in ship Y, we should be getting those 3 components. The first thing we're gonna need, just one of, is the shipyard computer, and this thing I believe requires tons of materials. Yeah, look at that, Threns and Syntier capsules, tons of them, but I think we got enough. Oh no! Just 10 short. Actually, I do have that. I believe it is in the processing. Come on, you can do it. Just pull 10 out. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I was already freaking out there almost. But there we go. We got the shipyard computer. Now we're gonna need more stuff. We're gonna need a shipyard core anchor, also just one, and this thing is less expensive, so that is good. We should have the materials. There we go. And now we're gonna need plenty of the next modules, the actual shipyard modules. These guys you will have to arrange in a specific pattern, and we are gonna need plenty of them. Let's see the costs. Yeah, that's easy to do. I just brought home about 12,000 units of Threns ore with my last mining trip. So at least we will be able to produce a bunch of modules. Now maybe let's speed this up a little bit. I'm gonna snatch myself 2 of these modules. Oh, that was the wrong key. Factory enhancers, so that we can produce them a little bit faster. And I'm also gonna enable this lamp just so that I know this thing is currently crafting and I don't forget about it. There we go. Yes, we are definitely going for it. So let's see. This here should be the exit. Man, always using the wrong key because every game uses another key. And I should say mouse button. However, it makes no difference to me. We are still gonna make the entrance right here, and this is approximately gonna be the size. Of course, the entrance is gonna be made much more beautiful eventually, but right now I just would like to measure out the dimensions that we're gonna need. So we could use this as a little staircase already and start the platform down below here. So we would first get into the control room, which doesn't need to be too big, and then we will be making a platform along the edges of the hangar right here, and to the right side is gonna be the shipyard. So let's see, how large do we want to make the control room? Probably 2 wider than the door we already have, so something like this would be the size of the control room. I'm just gonna make a flooring out of stone for the time being. We're probably gonna need some more of that though. Yeah, look at that, I got plenty of blue rock. Just give me a few, maybe 3,000. Okay, so that would be 9 in width. So we make this 9 by 7 so that it is an even platform. This is going to be our control room. Then we have in the center here a doorway. I think we need a little bit more space. Yeah, I'm gonna make the doorway right here. Let's light this be a job. Oh no, that was a bad idea. And I'm talking about making the accent. Okay, so our observation platform is gonna be 5 blocks right there. Yeah, that's good. And we're gonna make it fairly large, maybe, I don't know, let's go with 50 blocks for the time being. Just gonna place those guys right here and we check out, It doesn't reach very far. Do we want to make this all the way up to there? I mean, it could look snazzy once we kind of hook it up with the hanger. Let's see, I need enough space for these clamps too, which I still haven't built. Let's see how much space they actually use up. Ah, right, that's absolutely right. We will have to rearrange the clamps if I want to do it in this manner. So maybe we make the clamps only go up 45 degrees and then it will just hang out down below here and snap the mothership in place. Yeah, that could be an idea. We're just gonna expand this and continue with the build. I think we can do one more. Yeah, that was a little bit too far. I think right here we're gonna stop the building. This is all we need in order to observe the building processes. Okay, I see. This is actually already a fairly large shipyard, isn't it? So I don't know, maybe we are already going for the large one. Guys, I'm actually really tempted to go for a large shipyard instead, and here we could continue the building into this direction, and therefore we could expand this observation platform into the other direction with the same length. Let's actually see if we can kind of achieve that. What length is that, would you say? Oh, it's kind of hard to see. It is even longer than 113. Yeah, look at that. I think I got it. 141 would be the length we need indeed. And then we are gonna make the same doorway here on the other side, and we're just gonna go crazy, it seems. I go with no measurements in life. Wanted to make a small little nice shipyard, and now look what we are gonna end up with. This is gonna be the size or length of our shipyard, and the width, I don't know yet. The width needs to be crazy, therefore I'm gonna need plenty of materials. Let's actually check out if stuff is still going on here. We have 90 modules. Are we still crafting them? Oh no, am I missing the Thren's capsules already? I brought so many units with me. Oh, another issue we might have run into is that we don't have enough space. Oh man, look at all the capsules. No, actually we do have plenty of space still in here, so that shouldn't be an issue. There's also plenty of space in here, so I'm guessing we are just running behind with the production. Yeah, look at that, it made a bunch more modules. So we will have to show a little bit of patience, but I can totally do that. We can afford patience. Anyways, let's see. We might want to expand this side of the platform slightly. As I said, this is going to be the center, the control room. We need, of course, a bunch of windows into all directions, and then probably right in the center here, most likely one block up, we want the shipyard computer. So let's go ahead and place this bad boy right here. It's even facing into the right direction, it seems. And now we will have to set up the shipyard modules. At least I think we have to do it first. It probably doesn't matter, you just have to hook up the modules correctly. So we probably want to select this guy and start placing the modules. However, I need to plan this out more carefully. We're gonna do this with gray standard armor, or maybe I do have something better. Let's see, do we have, yeah, not too many of those guys, but we should have plenty of hulls in general. Yeah, look at that, that is crazy. Just the normal hulls. We got thousands and thousands of these. Gotta love it. So let's do the basic shapes with something spazzy. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with white standard armor actually. That seems like a good decision. Oh no, too many things in my inventory. Maybe we can place a bunch here. No, I got 10,000 gray standard armor in my inventory. You know what, I think we're gonna do it with those instead then. So in order to do the shipyard properly, you have to make an U shape. Now I wonder in which direction we would like this U shape to go. I mean, we could do something that goes like so. This would also be kind of fitting. Or we could do something that goes over the top like so. But I think in general, just to make the observation platform a little bit more logical, we should make the U shape like so. Yeah, I think that's what we should do. So I want to be able to do it fairly high up. We probably should start at the bottom here. We're gonna start right in the center, and we're gonna go down, I don't know, a bunch of blocks. I would suggest maybe up to here. So this would be the limit of the bottom where I'm still allowed to place blocks. And then we would start with our basic shapes here. Now let's see if we can do this in a nice manner. I want to remove this helping pillar. That was just to kind of measure out where we want to start from. And we also probably want to give this a little bit of space. Maybe up to here, just so that there is a little bit of room in between the actual shipyard and the space station. Okay, for now I'm just going to measure out how wide we want this to be. It should be kind of in relation to the length that we already have. For instance, this here is by far not wide enough. To be honest with you, I think we should just go with 100 blocks. That could be an idea. So I'm gonna set this to 99. No, that's the wrong direction. Want to set this one to 99 blocks. Yes, 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 yes. And then we want to add this right here. There we go, add. How large? Yeah, look at that. That is probably a good size, a good width, you know? I mean, spaceships in general are longer than they are wide, so this should be good. Then we want to make the U shape. Now for that, I first want to measure out how high this thing is gonna be. So let's say we are also gonna make it 100 blocks in height. Can I actually achieve that? What is going on here? Why can I not place blocks on... What? I don't understand. Look at that. I can place blocks up to here, but then this here doesn't react anymore. Oh my gosh. It is not really there, is it? Is the game still keeping up with me? Okay. Suddenly they are here, or at least a few more of them. Okay. Problem is fixed. I don't know what that was about. So 100 blocks. This is definitely too high. Yeah, that is way too high. We probably should go with 50 or so. Let's see what 50 does for us. There we go. Yeah, it's really hard to judge. I say we go 70, so I'm gonna make 69 because we already have a block here, and 69 would go up to here, and then I think this might be a good size. I mean, we can make really big ships with that. And then we want to go another 99 blocks into this direction in order to catch up with the guy down below. And this is important that they are at the same spot, at the exact same spot. Did we actually achieve that? Let's quickly test it out. Yeah, it goes straight through here. Okay, now we need to make the curve. I mean, this is already a U shape, but it's not a pretty one at that, is it? No, not at all. So let's see what we could do. We go 1, 2, 3. No, let's actually do it with a symmetry plane. I shouldn't be a moron. Symmetry, symmetry, symmetry. Oh, where is the freaking center of 75? There is no center. Well, there's an odd symmetry mode and a normal symmetry mode, but I still have to kind of figure out where the block is. So I guess we're gonna do 35 from the bottom here and 35 from the top. Oh, I only went with 70. I'm such an idiot. So this is already the center here. I'm just gonna remove one block from here, then add this. Oh, jeez. Don't do that to me. And then remove this. Okay, so this is the exact center here. Now we need to go with the symmetry plane. And we want, I don't know, let's set odd symmetry mode. There we go. This is where we want the plane to be. And now we can finally build our stuff. However, it just came to mind that we probably don't want the center gray hole block anyways, right? So maybe what we should do is generally remove the center block. These are going to be exchanged with the actual shipyard blocks, or, you know, at least something. Okay, anyways, let's do the freaking U shape. I hope it's gonna be a U shape, I have no idea. But that actually reminds me, we should also set this symmetry plane here with the odd symmetry mode. And now we have to do even less work, which is great. So let's go out about 4 or 5 blocks here, then we go 4 blocks, then we go 4 blocks, then we go 3 blocks, and then we have a look at it just to check out if we are on the right spot. I'm kind of winging it this time with the entire idea of making a circle-ish object here. I mean, we could also use the build helpers, couldn't we? That might actually be a good idea. Let's just check if we can do this quickly. A circle it needs to be with a radius of, oh geez, 35 probably, or 34, I don't know. And then I don't know in which way it's gonna face, so let's just see. Yeah, we have to rotate it 90 degrees. There we go. No. That's wrong. Oh man, I don't like this build helper. It's great that we have the tool at all, but it's always a trial and error to do things. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. We cannot make it perfectly perfect, but we can do at least something. Let's place this guy, and we are gonna utilize the build helper this time. So this is gonna probably make it a lot easier for us. And there we go. Okay, we got a nice circle going on, I would say. And therefore, we are going to remove this part. Let's go into remove mode. We are gonna clear the helper. Don't need that anymore. And I guess we're gonna make this just, you know, one block lower here. Shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Let's get rid of those guys and those guys. We don't need them anymore. And right here, we want to remove this shebang. And instead, we want to add something that goes, what was that? Something along the lines of 100 blocks. I kind of forgot. Okay, now since we have the symmetry planes activated, it should be easy to see where the actual end is, and you can see that it is already fitting. So there we go, beautiful. Now it's time to set up the actual shipyard modules. For that, we need to make sure that we have the computer selected. We of course can also do it afterwards, I would assume. However, let's make sure that this thing is facing the right way, and I believe the right way is this, isn't it? I wonder. I'm not entirely sure which side needs to be facing up, or if it matters at all. Must be a flat C shape. Yeah, of course. Maybe we are just gonna test it like so. Let's see if the orientation matters at all, or if it just is a visual thing. Oh, there was a different error message. Let me actually do some progress on this build. You know, we probably need to test it with a little bit of a larger unit, and I am also gonna do a little bit of reading up, just to be sure that we don't place all of the modules the wrong way, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, here we go, here we are. I took myself the liberty of completing all of the structural struts, or, you know, just the basic shapes. Of course, we are not nearly done with decorating this thing. This is gonna need to be smoothed out. It's gonna need a lot of more construction components, etc, etc. However, we currently have 3 lines of shipyard components, and it seems as though the orientation doesn't really matter. I'm not sure. However, we have gotten rid of the error messages, and before I ran into error troubles because I was symmetry planing it on the top as well, and of course that wouldn't result in a C shape overall, or a U shape, however you want to see it. Currently we are more going for a C shape apparently. However, I also placed in the very center our block that we need, the starter block. It is also hooked up to the shipyard. Now, if we have a look into the shipyard, we could theoretically place orders. However, we do not have the energy required for this, but you can see you can load designs, you can create new ones, you can create a design from a blueprint, etc. You can even test the designs once you have them. So maybe we are gonna go for a new design. We're gonna call this test. Why the heck not? And there we go, we got the ship design test already in there, and we should now see a core block instead of the starter block that we had previously. Now obviously what we would have to do is go into this core block, and then we could do some creative building. Right now this is more like a hologram projection, and only after we have built the entire ship we can again have a look into here and actually place the order, or I don't know, we would have to put in stuff in here in order to automatically assemble the ship. But yeah guys, looking at the time, we have already succeeded 15 minutes. I would suggest we are gonna wrap up the episode at this point and continue building on that in the next one. What do you think about the size? Is this appropriate? Can we do something really cool with that? I think so. It is about 200 blocks in length, about 100 blocks in width, and then about 70 blocks in height. But you can see we are suffering a lot of energy problems at the moment. I will have to increase the array, so that's probably something we're also going to take care of at the beginning of the next episode. We're just going to create the final spaces for all of the power things that we're going to have for this station. But for the time being, let's just shut off this construction thing. We currently only have 3 lines. You can see I am still missing the lines right here, so currently the maximum ship size we could have is only this length, which is about 60 or so blocks. I spaced these apart about 30 blocks. I think by default you can go up to 50, but I'm not sure at which setting we currently have it on the server. But yeah, other than that guys, I would say we are gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I hope you're looking forward to the decoration part of this thingy-majingy, which probably is gonna be in the next one. But other than that, have a great time, and hopefully I'm gonna catch you soon. Bye bye.